All right, guys. Welcome. This is Terry and Irene with NSPS TV Paranormal Podcast. How's everybody doing today?
We are good.
Good.
Well,
Good.
good, man. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Hey,
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I do my best. I do my best. Especially with you guys up in Iowa. I love the Midwest for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because there's nothing really going on up there, man. I would love to move up there and just hang out and do some catfishing, some bass fishing, and just live a good life. Away from all the big towns and stuff like that. And you are away from the kids knocking over your trash cans every morning or every time you put them out. I don't know if you guys got that going on up there, but those little
We do
boogers are
not.
bad.
No, we do not.
We do.
That's
Our
good.
partner in crime is on.
I see. Hi, Robin. How you doing? I was just talking about you. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Be careful.
Well, yeah. Brenda and Tim, man, thanks. This is going to be an interesting show. I can feel it in my bones.
Mm.
I can feel it in my bones. So I hope you guys are ready for this. And I hope you guys are prepared for the questions that I got for you guys, because this podcast it never turns out the way that we turn it out. It never. I have a set way to where I want to, but sometimes it just goes right out the window, and it never ends up the way that I want it to be. But anyway, hey, quick shout out to everybody on the social media, everybody on the different platforms tonight. Are you guys on Kick, Rumble, Instagram, X, YouTube, Facebook? Welcome to the show. Robin's in Robin, are you in Arkansas? No,
No,
you're in
she's
Indiana.
in Indiana.
Oh, they got real bad thunderstorm over there, huh? Well,
Yeah.
you probably getting
Popular
what we
with-
had. Yeah, she's probably getting what we had down here. But that'd be, yeah, she probably is. You never know, man. But anyway, guys, please introduce yourselves to the world.
I'm Brenda, the original founder of Paranormal Gurlz, ... and Tim. We started out as an all-female team, then we added Tim in. So now we're upgraded, which is totally awesome. The girls and I have been ghost hunting for about 2 years, and we just love to go out and try to explain the paranormal.
Good. Well, okay. Well, you know what? I'm curious to see what you guys got going on. But I got a question for Tim. I got a question for Brenda. Brenda, you said it was an all-girl team, but you added Tim and another guy. Where's the other guy that's in the advertising?
No other guy, just Tim.
Just Tim.
Yeah.
I thought you said another guy. Tim, you're a lucky man.
I am. Yes, I am.
Yeah, man. If something goes wrong, they're going to blame you. You know that, right?
Every time.
Well, Tim's a bait, right?
No doubt.
Tim's a bait, right?
Tim, don't let him spook you, man. Keep your foot down on the ground.
He's the one. He is not scared of anything, so he's definitely our ghost.
Well,
bait.
actually, what she says goes.
Well, you know what? If he's investigating with a couple of ladies, then yeah, he's got to. He can't be scared of nothing, man. He's working with ladies.
Mhm. That's right.
And I work with women, and they petrify the heck out of me. I don't know why.
You see, that's me, because
women are spirits have a tendency they want to pick on them first. And man, after my last encounter, dude, I'm like, should I or shouldn't?
True.
Yeah, I get told to blank off all the time.
Yeah, she's getting told all of crazy. She's getting all the stuff I should be getting, but that's okay. I mean, if they want to pick on her, they can do that. I mean, I'm good for it. Guys, what is
And
going
I
on
get to
up
pick
in
on him.
Iowa? Please tell me what is going on up in Iowa.
Not a lot. It's hot. We've had a lot of storms. That's about it.
That's about it, man.
And we have to travel pretty much out of state to go to any location.
Oh, why?
Because we don't have many here.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. True.
We have
True.
like 4 or 5 locations in Iowa. That's about it.
So the great state of Iowa don't have any locations to investigate.
4 or 5.
I mean, have you guys reached out to the Historical Society? Have you guys communicated with them to see what they got going on?
We have not yet.
I think that would be something good. I think if you guys reach out to them, I'm pretty sure, man, it would open doors to you guys. So you guys won't have to travel. I mean, unless you guys like to travel.
We do.
I've been some of the old houses in Iowa have a lot of history and a lot of things going on.
It does. Yeah. Iowa, it has a lot of areas to offer some cool things. Just getting in and speaking with them and seeing if they're willing to let us in to do the stuff. So,
well, the craziest thing is you guys aren't in the Bible Belt, so you guys don't have to worry about that. That's for sure.
We're close.
Yeah, we're one state north.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But I think the more country areas you get, the more religious they get, and the more not scary, the more resistance there is when you're in that area, because everyone groups up and everyone has this organization where they all go to church together, they all talk together, they all group together. And if you're not part of that group, if you're not part of that cliquey group, you get tossed out really easily, right?
Yeah.
Well,
See, I know.
I always thought that this is the way I've reached out to individuals, and trust me, I think every paranormal investigators have been down that road before. I mean, we've all encountered individuals that are super skeptic, or they're very religious. But I always thought this the way that you communicate with them. I can't just rush right into, hey man, I'm a paranormal investigator. Oh man, they're gonna run for the hills. They headed straight to West Texas. And so I just gotta ease my way on in there, man, and tell them, and and they're like, "Yo, really? Yeah, blah blah blah." All this stuff. Hell, I can't take it back. It doesn't always work. Hell, I got called a heathen one day, and hell, I don't even know what the hell a heathen is.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
I think they'll be running with their Bibles underneath their arm, and they'll be saying, "Well, you need to be saved by God," or like.
But guys, if you guys can't, how far are you guys willing to travel? To get to these locations.
The farthest we've traveled so far is 9 hours.
Yep, 9 hours. Yep.
Is that in traffic or not in traffic?
That's going from Iowa to Ohio.
Oh. It takes me 9 hours to get to downtown Austin.
Oh, crap.
I'm telling you, dude, it's horrible. I mean, the traffic and the construction they got going on, man, it literally takes me a while to get where I need to be. You know,
Wow. Wow.
yeah, it's horrible,
I
dude.
gotta fly if I want to go anywhere.
Uh, you know, apparently you guys like to pay to play. If you guys are moving around like that, it's got to be, to pay to play,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And
And
oh,
at the end of April, we went to Rockville, Indiana, which was 7 hours.
Correct. Excuse me.
wow, that is okay. Are you guys renting a bus? I mean, how are you guys doing this?
Tim drive.
I drive.
Tim's driving.
Yeah.
Well, Tim,
Yeah.
it happens like
Yeah.
that sometimes. That's why when I get
Yeah.
in the car, I go straight to sleep, even if I'm just pretending like I don't have to
Oh,
drive.
no.
Oh, Terry, we're not gonna be let off that easily when you come here.
Like,
Hmm.
I'm like, I can't drive. Guys, so with you guys, with your paranormal ventures of far and few in Iowa, have you guys, looked into anything that's like an urban legend? Have you guys investigated all your urban legends in Iowa, allegedly?
we have a lot of urban legends here in Iowa, quite a few different places. Some of them are railroad tracks, some of them are depots, some whatever. But we don't have a huge amount of urban legend that would be a big investigation for us. As far as that goes, we have one in northern Iowa where on a railroad track, there's a guy that waves a lantern on a train. We have a crying angel in a cemetery. I think we have that. We haven't actually investigated those. We have some, but we haven't done them yet because I guess this happened. So, and that Brenda's been doing her group. We haven't got there yet. So we'll work on it. I mean, surely we'll.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. I always see that urban legends, a lot of the people in your community or any other community, they're more curious about the urban legends because, they've been hearing it since they were kids and stuff, and they always have a tendency, and that's what draws them in.
Yeah.
Once you get them drawn in, and then that's when you can hit them. Oh, hey, I'm a paranormal investigator.
Yeah.
And, and everything would kick off, like that. Uh, is it hard, Brenda, finding other members? If you want to bring other members, is that hard to find?
No, because when I decided to start this team, I put a post out on Facebook and I had several people comment. And then I had a get together and then I picked the ones that we vibed, our energies were really good. We matched up really good together. But no, because people are curious and they think they want to be a part of it until you actually go over details and what it entails. And then they're like, oh, well, I don't know about that.
I'm done, right?
They're like, I don't know if I want to go in there and search in the dark. And I'm like, okay.
They're afraid of what goes bump in the night. That's all.
Yeah, they are. I actually have.
Can I just get 1 second here? Terry, happy birthday, Kimmy. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, yeah. It is Kimmy Corpse's birthday today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I have 2 granddaughters and they watch the YouTubers, and they're like, Grandma, when do we get to go with you? And I said, well, I'm going to tell you something. It's not like the YouTubers. It's different. Like we're in the dark and they're like, what? I go, you're in the dark. Your eyes focus, you're in the dark.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't have a light. And I'm like, not normally, no.
No.
Like those YouTubers are doing it for the ratings. Like we're out there for the real stuff. So
Yeah.
no, and they're like, oh, well, maybe I'll wait.
No going in the dark.
Have you guys done any daytime investigations?
I think it's because they're scared of the unknown.
Yes.
Because your senses are more hyped up. You can't see everything like you can during the daytime. But spirits don't care if you're in the day or in the night. So they have no concept of day or light, night or day. But I think you get more hyped up. You get more not scared, not necessarily scared, but you get more. You see more, right? You feel more than when it's dark out. Yeah.
Yeah. So to answer your question, we have toured some places and done like mini investigations during the day. So yeah, we have.
Okay. Guys, I can't help but how big is your town? It was Ankeny?
Ankeny is basically a suburb of Des Moines. Des Moines is the capital city. I don't know, Ankeny. I don't know. I'll look it up really quick because I don't know what the population is. 76,000.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
So
wow.
Tim's not from here though, just me.
No.
Tim, where are you from?
I'm from Winterset, Iowa, the hometown of John Wayne. That's where I'm from. We have about 6,000 people in the town I live in.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm going to sign off here real quick and sign back on my phone because I'm getting really bad internet service. I'll be right back. So
okay.
Oh, what's going on here? Not working with a crap. So
yeah. Darn it.
I think the weather is creating problems in the internet because the internet from the sky, that. So
yeah, exactly.
So
it could be. And Tim's in Kansas today, so
yeah, I'm in Kansas. I've been traveling for almost 2 weeks, so been pretty busy.
Kansas has their own
I'll see if I can get logged in here.
Paranormal, right? So they have their own. It's pretty, Kansas has their own, crazy things going on. Yeah, I agree.
He is in Ottawa, Kansas. Because we have an investigation down there tomorrow night.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Correct.
The infamous Garnett House.
Ooh.
Now, do you guys stream live when you're investigating?
We try to. It doesn't always happen because some places don't have the internet. Like just to Indiana State, and we were not able to go live because in the buildings there's no electricity, no internet, no nothing. You don't even have phone service. So we try to go live, but it doesn't always work.
Yeah, I've been down there.
True.
Before. It doesn't always work.
True.
God. Okay. Well, we're going to ask you guys a bunch of questions. Feel free to tell me what you think. If you guys somehow, some way disagree with me, just say, hey, I disagree with you on that. And, and we'll go into details on the disagreement. Guys, one thing that I do know is that's irritating me the most, and you guys can agree with me, is when somebody on YouTube or Facebook or wherever that they always mention that they're a ghost hunter. And I seem to get very annoyed when people say that they are ghost hunters. And
Hmm.
I think it gives us paranormal investigators a bad rep. What do you guys think about
That's
that?
true. I
Go ahead,
agree.
Tim.
No, I
Because
agree with that. Sometimes there's people out there that will do that and give you a bad rep, and paranormal does get it. There's a lot of skeptics, there's a lot of people for the paranormal, so that will happen. And we deal with it the best we can because we don't take it personally. We just, move on from that. I mean, that's how we have to do it. But yes, I think there's a guy out there right now, and I really won't get into this too much. He's taking paranormal places and buying them up and then turn them into bed and breakfast to get rid of the paranormal in those places. So that is happening out there. I don't know if anybody knows that, but that is coming. So
but you know something, it's gonna stir up more paranormal because they're changing it around internally. So as soon as you
hmm
start construction,
agree.
that's when they start. Yeah,
Mhm.
they get fussy and they don't like you changing their environment.
Correct.
Yeah, I guess
I
for
agree with
me,
that.
I've not really had an opinion between ghost hunters and paranormal investigators, but I get it now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. I get it because we're not always just looking for ghosts. We're looking for anything out of
Mm,
the normal, which is what paranormal means.
Hmm.
Um, so to be researchers and investigating and that
Hmm.
kind of stuff, it does make a difference.
Yeah.
Um, so
mhm.
I mean, if you really want to look at it, if you really want to break it down, if you guys ever do home investigations, sometimes you got to put a little psychology in it.
Hmm.
So let's not call it.
Correct.
Let's call it for what it really is. We
Correct.
are parapsychologists.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think that would be the most accurate term to call us. I mean,
Hmm.
even though none of us have technically went to any major university to get a degree, I don't even think you can get a degree in parapsychology. I might
Correct.
be wrong on that. I don't know, but
Hmm.
I think I think that word would open up more doors than saying, "Hey, I'm a ghost hunter."
Correct.
You know,
Because we don't hunt ghosts. We don't put them on our wall as a trophy, and that's what it really means, right? And if you break up the words like ghost, okay, and you're hunting, so you're shooting them, you're putting them on the wall as a trophy because you got one, and that's all it means. And I think it's a real derogative
hmm
word of what we do, right?
yeah. I mean,
Correct.
there's other words. There are other
Agreed.
words out there that a lot of people seem to use, but a lot of people don't really know where they come from. They really don't know, the background of it, and there are so many words out there people use every day, and they just have no clue on what it means. I mean, in the paranormal
Or they
community,
call us
Correct.
Ghostbusters, right? Or call us Ghostbusters, okay? That's another word that they used, right?
mhm.
and I'm like,
Right.
the thing that gets me is when people mention dead. Who invented the word dead? Can I don't know.
yeah.
Is it the true
Correct.
terminology? Is it the true terminology of someone that's not living? I mean,
Right.
I don't know. I mean, the word spirit, the word that word was in the Bible, but where did that word originate? Who invented? Who decided that, hey, something that we can't see but we
Correct.
know it's going to be called a spirit? I don't know.
Well,
These
actually,
words.
it was invented in religion, right? Religious
hmm
verses use the word spirit. They
You
use the
know,
word God and spirit, and they use the word Holy Ghost too. So they use those three phrases a lot, and it's in the verses too. It's in everything that
Correct.
they use every day. So if you want to take on it, that's where it comes from.
Mm. But have you guys ever wondered what the other side might think when you call them a ghost or something?
Yeah.
I always wondered that.
I can
What are
tell you
these
right
guys
now.
thinking?
I can tell you right now. What do you think of the word ghost? Okay, they told me to go f off.
I
That's happened.
There you go. That's the answer to that word.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. It's weird. Brenda, is when you put your team together, was there an age limit that you required, or did you go off for just pure connection?
Um, pure connection. Yeah, it didn't matter as long as they were 18.
Hmm.
Um, but it was pure connection. I looked for the people that could sit and get along. Like even the meeting that we had, it was like people were uplifting the other people, and it was just good energy, and people were talking to everybody, and it's not like there was anybody that was left out unless they chose to leave themselves out. But like everybody talked to everybody, and you know, it wasn't um, it wasn't clicky like that or anything. Um, they're just they're really. I mean, granted, we are all close together in age. We're all within. I and I would say like a 22-year age gap.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Um, but we just all get along. So
Yeah, you kidding me?
Do you think that um, the energy between you and the other people really understand each other that way? And oops, okay, that's echoing. And the amount of baggage that people have or don't have. What do you feel about that?
so I it can be a lot, especially like emotional baggage or anything like that. It can be a lot. That is one thing that is good about the team that we are. Like I mean, we all have
There you go.
personal things that are going on,
Yeah.
but yet it doesn't really
I
affect.
can't hear anybody.
Oh, it doesn't really affect us as investigators,
Hmm.
I guess, so to speak.
Oh, God.
Um, Sometimes, like we have a couple of people, they might get extra tired because it's a lot of steps or,
Hmm.
something like that. But we just slow down and somebody hangs back with them just to make sure that they're not left out. But we don't get mad at them. We don't, you know, I mean, it is what it is. So,
Yeah. Another question is girls. I noticed a lot of there was stigma between if you're a girl or if you're a guy. That if you're girls, they don't take you seriously unless you're with a guy. And I think it's really hard with women being by themselves. It's just being a girls' team. And if you don't have a guy with you, you're not taken seriously, right? I think it's really hard for me saying, okay, I'm a female, I'm gonna do this, and I'm a paranormal investigator. They go, oh, you? Like, yeah, you're a female. I go, so does it matter, right?
mhm.
And I think a lot of guys, some guys do and some guys don't. There's a fine line between the two, right? That they will take you seriously because you're female and you want to do this. This is what you want to do, and some guys will say, "Nah, you're just running and go hide someplace, go because you don't have what it takes to be uh, a paranormal investigator because you're a female." But I think a lot of times that females can sense more, and we got our it's built into us on our DNA that girls can sense from that mother, I don't know, from that mother part of us, that we can sense if there's something wrong with the child. We can feel that. We can feel the energy in the air, and I think it comes to being more sensitive than the counterpart, right? So I'm not gonna say more sensitive than guys, because guys can be just as sensitive as girls, but we have the extra sensory that's built into our body as being a mother, and being something there that we know if there's something dangerous, or we know that nah, there's something wrong here, or something different in the air, in the atmosphere, so we can feel that we have more our we get more tingling in our heads, and we can feel it in our fingers. I think being a female has that little bit of advantage that men don't. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, you're right. I'll let Tim talk about it because that is something that he does like to talk about. How the girls of the group and our abilities. Are you there? Are you frozen? Oh, you're there. And our abilities, like if you feel that we are more open than you. No,
Tim?
he might still be having issues. So
Yeah.
he tells everybody that he wishes he had like 10% of the abilities that we do. We have a medium on our team. We have a channeler, and then a couple of us are empaths. And he goes, if I had 10% of what those guys had or have, you know, then it would be good. But when we first started out as an all-female team, and we told people, we were actually we got responses of like, "Oh my God, that's so cool! Like that you're an all-female team." So, I don't. We were supported from the get-go.
Well, I think we need more.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need more female teams, organizations out there. You know, because I think we need to be more diverse in this community. The more diverse, I think it would be a great fit for everybody. You know, whether you're female, male, gay, no matter what it is, just
Yep.
enjoy what you're doing and love it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Correct.
we're only going to get one opportunity at this.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And if we don't get it right the first time, there might not be a second. You know,
Right.
and
That is true.
I just think doors need to be opened.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mhm.
and I think women are, one of the big contributions to the paranormal community.
Mm-hmm.
Because I come across so many all-female organizations. I hate saying teams. So many female organizations out there, man, and they're doing unbelievable things. And I wish them all the success and luck. And if they ever need anything, feel free to
Mhm.
reach out to me, and I can do my best to help them, however, whatever they need. But I do know that there is a downside to an all-female team, and I've experienced this myself. I don't know if you guys ever been in locations where females are not accepted. We can go into a location where the guys, or whoever's there, can accept men from a certain point of view. But since they're in this particular timeline where
Mm-hmm.
women wasn't considered, other than a mother, a wife, and anything no more than that. So they're kind of stuck in that loop, in that timeline. And the timeline that I'm thinking of is pre World War II, post World War II. Anything between those eras right there, it's kind of hard. And sometimes it's going into the 50s where all these guys are coming back from the war, and the women are stepping their games up. They're becoming nurses and doctors. And pre-World War II, the women, it wasn't that many. So whenever the man would get injured or hurt, then who would they see? They would see a male nurse, and they would feel more comfortable with them. Compared to going up into the 50s and the 60s, where the female nurse is coming into play. These guys are a little hesitant to want to cooperate with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I've ran across that in several locations that I've investigated in, where I can go into a room and I feel okay. I feel accepting. But when I send one of my team members into that room, they come back with a headache. They feel like they got to throw up. They feel like they're being attacked.
Mhm.
And I can't help but wonder what's the difference between me and her. And then when you do a little research on the facility, then everything comes together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, now we see what happened. On that situation, she was
Yeah.
attacked because she was a female
Mm-hmm.
and I was a male. They would consider me an orderly, and they would consider her as something else. And I'm like, wait a minute, didn't they have nurses back in the 40s? I mean, they had military nurses,
Mhm.
but they were not. I don't even think that they were even allowed to, you know, be with the men. I, I don't know. That's a good. I mean, I don't know, but some of the locations I've been to, it's hard to get those guys to communicate with uh, the male. I mean, the female. The female members of my organization.
But you got to understand too is how you approach them, how you approach that male spirit if you're a female, and if you're an investigator, right? I understand that, but I also see on the other side how much grounding, how much grounding have you had so that you can go in there without feeling sick, right? Without feeling that you're gonna be hurt, without feeling
Mhm.
that you're gonna be like the next supper for them, right? And the next meal for them. That's another thing, right? I think, Brenda, what do you feel?
I,
That's okay.
I
You
don't,
can spit it out.
I don't know. Like, there are places where we get affected for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, believe it or not, we have yet to actually be at a location where Tim's not the bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it kind of like when he walks in and he's in there, like that's when they shut up. Like
Mm-hmm.
they don't want him around.
Yeah.
But when we're in there, then they're all like, "Oh, this is cool." So, um, yeah.
I get the same way. I get the abuse, right? I get the abuse, this thing like blank off, and we like get out of here. And I said, no, 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 no. We're not gonna blank off. No, no, no. You're gonna speak to me this way. We're gonna stand here. We're gonna talk, and you're gonna talk to me. And you know that's a buffer zone of
Mhm.
spirits because you know and the other side is that they're afraid of me because they know I'm gonna send him like boof. So that's the other part. But I think they have this preconceived idea. How they already sized you up when you got in there, right? So they already know what you can do. They already know what
Mhm.
you're afraid of. They already know
Correct.
how you're gonna approach it, right? So they're gonna say,
Right.
"Aha! Well, this person's got yeah, okay, I got her. Yeah, I got her numbered, and I got her number." And then they look at another person. Oh, like oh shit.
That's Tim.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that goes in there. They always say, "Oh shit."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Uh,
that's Tim.
yeah. Brenda, how far are you willing to go with this, man? What is your ultimate goal as a paranormal investigator?
Originally, before Tim came along, when it was just an all-female group, I had told the girls, I was like, I would actually love to have an all-female TV show because one, there is not one out there, nowhere. Um, and that would be really cool. But they were kind of looking at me like, really? And I'm like, all right, maybe I'll dial it back. So, I mean, I don't know. It just to be able to be like a super credible team that, you know, like we only post stuff that's real. We don't do anything fake, none of that
Mhm.
stuff. But just to build that credibility, like in the paranormal field, that,
Right.
like we are legit.
Yeah.
We're not
I think
we're not the best, we're not the biggest, we're not,
no, no,
coming, but like,
no. We're not
like
out there to get numbers. We're out there to show people that this is what we do, and this is our work. And be appreciate us, know us, and feel free to ask us questions. We're out there to prove. They're out there to show you what we see, and what's out there, and that there is life after death, and that when you die, you're not totally gone. You're still there in a different form, but yeah, you still live on. That's why I always say, okay, he and she.
Mhm.
I don't use spirit anymore. I said, okay, he's there, she's there. They go, huh? Are you talking about a person? Well, yeah, I'm talking about a person, but they're dead, aren't they? It doesn't matter. They're still he and she, right? Or child or whatever, or boy or girl. Yeah. So it's something that you want to show out there. That this is our evidence. This is what we caught. Yeah, look at it and see what you think. And I agree
Exactly.
with you. I agree with you. We're not there for the numbers. We're there to prove that this is what there is. There's life after. There's something life after this. There's something there that we don't know, and there's more out there that maybe we need to know more about it, right? And we need to educate people because it is part of educating people that there is something there, and that when you die, you just don't fade away, right?
Yeah. Why is it, Tim? I'm gonna ask you this question. Why is it so accepting for individuals to go out in the woods and investigate Bigfoot? And he's just as much
That's
as investigating Bigfoot than us going out to a location and investigating a haunting.
that's my question. My internet's going in and out.
Yeah,
mhm.
Okay. So you want to know that why is it acceptable to do that and not do what we do?
you're right.
Yeah.
I Yeah, I think the biggest thing about it is the paranormal side of it. Is Bigfoot paranormal or not? Does he disappear? Does he come back? Is it in and out? The thing about acceptability is a lot of people don't believe
Look,
in the paranormal, or there could be something other than what's here. And the
Yeah.
reason why we do it is we want to find those things, that we want the answers for it. We want to know that it exists. I've seen a lot of things in my 14-year career. I've seen a lot of things I can't explain. I've seen some bad things. I've seen some good things, but I've seen so much. And I think the thing is, I believe is the paranormal side of it is, can a energy exist after you're gone? Can it be there and can it remain? Foot expedition and the stuff like that they do. I The reality is, does it exist? I mean, does Bigfoot exist in a sense? Because it's never been caught, it's never been seen, it's never happened, there's no bodies in that found. But in the paranormal world, we do actually find activity of uh, energy that exists and remains behind and stays there. So I think the big thing about it is people are more willing to accept a creature that's in the woods than they are actual. I don't want to say spirit, but this energy or soul, whichever it may be,
Mm-hmm.
however you like to perform into it. Because I think people actually are afraid of what may be in their house or what might be next to them that they can't see or explain. If I was Bigfoot hunter and I ran across the Bigfoot, he popped his head up out, I'd probably need a change of diapers right then and there. But with a spirit, I yeah, I found so many of them that I don't have that fear anymore. That fear doesn't exist. So I think it's a big controversy.
He's
Gotta
got
love the
something.
internet.
He's got something in his hotel room. It's not the internet. It's something in his hotel room that's making him do this, right?
You think so?
Uh-huh.
I
I
think the reality is what's really there and what do you least fear of is so that in a sense because people talk a lot about demons and so forth and it brings up controversy.
see. As soon as he talked about a subject, his internet goes out, right? So I can feel that there's something in his internet that's screwing around with it. And every time he talks on a certain subject, it wants to cut him out.
Hmm. All right, look
I
like
can
it got
feel
him
it.
this time.
I can feel it, you know. It's there. I can feel it. Like as soon as he got on, like boom, the energy just went wild.
Well, he did drive by the location we're going to tomorrow night, and that location is it's something. It's
Mm,
something.
okay.
Hmm. Did
Okay.
he get out? Did he get out? Did he walk around the location?
He said he drove by it. I don't know if he actually got out, but um, I don't know. The Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, if you guys, Brenda, if I was to come to you and tell you I can give you all the knowledge that you ever want about the paranormal, would you accept that knowledge or would you rather find out for yourself? I mean, you're going to find out eventually one way or another.
No.
I'm just offering you the shortcut to it.
Yeah, no. And I would take it. Um I would take it. That's why we kept him on the team because of his knowledge and experience and we're learning from that. Um Not that we kept him, but I didn't mean it like that, but what added him to the team is what I mean.
Yeah.
Um yeah, so whenever anybody says anything, like I'm always learning and we're always learning. So we do take that into consideration and we do learn from it. And we're most appreciative of any of that stuff. Um, and then, yeah, when it actually happens, we're like, oh, that's what they were talking about. That's awesome, type of thing. But yeah, if anybody wants to offer it up, I listen.
You see, that's a
Okay.
fight that Terry and I have because I know a lot of information about certain things when a person passes on and becomes pure energy. And he wants to know. I said, no, I can't tell you. I'm sorry, I can't tell you because I'm not supposed to tell you, and you're supposed to find out on your own.
Yeah.
When when the time comes when you learn about it. But as far as telling the living what I know, there's no darn way in hell I'm gonna tell him anybody, and there's no darn way I'm gonna tell you or me or anybody else or even Terry. Even we work together. I ain't telling you shit, okay? And that's the way it is, you know. And there's certain it's I call it a law, but there's certain you're bound by secrecy, you're bound by something there that you can't tell them, and until their time comes they will learn, but it's not for everybody to know, and it's not for anybody, and I don't think a lot of people are not ready to even hear this, right? So, and they're afraid, like you tell a lot of people, are you afraid to die? This is hell yeah I am. So, I mean, they're scared, right? And it's one of the things that it's a no-no that you can't tell people, right? Because they're scared as hell as it is already, and they just
Correct.
they'd rather not know.
That makes sense.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
Terry, told you so.
it does. It does. It makes sense.
Yeah. See,
So,
so now I got two people on my side, and you got zero on your.
no, I just, I mean, I'm sure there are things out there that we aren't supposed to know.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
and I mean, and I get that. So,
And you know
Look,
what?
what kid?
People.
Okay, now we're gonna stay on that subject.
Oh
Who
shit! Now you're
gives
gonna open up that can of worms again.
who gives who gives individuals the right not to tell other individuals on what they should know and what they shouldn't know? Is that fair to society? I mean,
I
because I think that's telling me if that's telling me that humanity is not ready for anything such as this, such as what's really going on in the paranormal community. Does all this really happening? Is this really a real thing? I would have to disagree because I think society is ready to know, that what's across that veil. Now, I'm not saying that it's all I don't know how the world would react. Some will take it and forever in case what it would be, but I think that the world could handle handle it. If it makes if somebody was to say, hey, life is better across the veil than it is here in the normal world, then I think that's something positive. I think that'd be something that I can look forward to. But you also have to think about the ones that are having it rough right now. You would think that, hey, if it's rough now, is it possibly that it won't be rough once I cross that veil? So you're looking at the potential of something being good turning into something being bad, and I think that will force the suicide rate to go up because if people thinking that the world is great on the other side and it's not great now, which side are you going to want to be on? I think I would want to be on the side that I got a possibility of seeing things positive compared to seeing things negative now.
But
You
not everyone will be the positive side. There's a lot of negative. There's a lot of good cop, bad cop on each side. So you have the good and you have the bad side, and not everybody will receive the same thing. So you have to understand that too, right? So there is a lot of negative too with certain people, and there's a lot of positive too with certain people. So I don't I don't see that. I don't see that telling them and showing them anything was gonna improve or disapprove anything. It's just human nature that we as humans have to wait. We as humans should not know everything because it can be bad or it can be good, and we cannot judge that, right, as humans.
Yeah, but you know what we call that, and we call that if I'm right, you will. I mean, I think us knowing what would evolve us into another state of consciousness, another state of well being. Would you
But I
agree?
think it'll be more. I think it'll create craziness too with the people look in the religious world, right? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's gonna it's gonna be panic between them too. So not just us, but yeah.
so Tim messaged me and he said that he can't even get connected back on his phone.
Oh,
So
well, I mean, that's interesting.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I would go to the car and jump in. You know, if he's
Yeah.
getting a bad connection in his hotel, I would definitely go to the car and try to log back in. That's where he can get
Yeah.
that.
He has to separate himself from where he is, because I know there's an energy in that hotel. There's something in the hotel that's making him do this. And every time we talk about something, his internet goes up poof, right? So if
Mhm.
he could separate himself from where he is right now, like going into his car, it might be better reception, because that hotel room has energy itself.
Yeah. I had mentioned that to him, that you felt there was something in the room, and he goes, I kind of wondered that when he came in the room. So I think he
Maybe.
felt something I had already. But anyway, hopefully he goes to his car. But anyway, um, so on that subject, while us in the paranormal field are ready for more knowledge and experiences and stuff like that, I don't feel I agree with Irene, because I don't feel that everybody should know everything, because they're not ready for it. And I think there are some people in the paranormal field that think they are, but they're not.
Yeah.
I might even be one of those. I'm not dogging on anybody. Like, I might be like, yeah, I want to know, I want to know. And then I find it out, and then I'm like, crap, I really didn't want to know that. That type of thing. Like, wait a minute, that was way more involved than I, even wanted it to be, or what I thought it was going to be. So, um, I think there are boundaries for everybody, even in the paranormal field.
Hmm.
I do work a lot with my spirit guides,
Hmm.
and they tell me that I'm not ready for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I say,
Well,
yeah, I will take all that I can get. And then they're back here going, you're an idiot because you can't handle it.
yeah, because everything's baby steps, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, you will know more when you're ready to know more. Okay,
Yeah.
that was the same thing for me. Like, I wanted to know more, so I tried to bite off more than I can chew, and I said, "Whoops, I'm screwed."
Yeah. Yeah. So I think everybody is just different.
Mm.
And, it just depends on,
You yourself, right? Yeah, and
yeah.
how much you get in touch with your inner self, how much you get in touch with that part of you that is ready to open up. Like, a lot of people say, okay, um I'm going to learn more about mediumship, but it's really hard to teach anybody unless you open up yourself and learn yourself,
Mhm.
and get lots of experience in certain different situations that can be, dang, I wish we never went here, or like, why are we here? Like, oh darn it, yeah, we shouldn't have gone here. Stuff like that. So
Mhm.
you have to really know your limits and trust yourself, so that you can go there and you can make a difference, and you can get some information out, or you can see things that's out there that nobody else can see. That's a big part of us, right, in the mediumship world, right?
Yeah.
And Brent and Brenda, I think I agree with you there. I agree with you there, because a lot of people can go in in a location, and they're not ready to see what they're seeing, right? Or their body or their mind and their soul are not connected well enough to go in that location, and yeah, and either they get attacked, or B, they have to run out, and because something happens, right? And
Yep.
they're not ready to see everything. So yeah, I think you're right about that too.
Mhm.
See, Terry.
He went to his car.
Oh, right.
Oh,
No, he's gone.
dang. Dang. He's trying.
Dang it.
He's trying.
Yeah.
He's trying. I give it. I give it to him.
Yeah.
He's trying.
Yeah.
Uh,
um
Brenda, you're in Iowa, man. Are you looking to expand your horizons when it comes to the paranormal community? Man, you're in the heartland of America, And when we are looking down, we should be looking up to the sky. Are you considering to? Are you, doing a little ufology?
Ufology?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what that is.
Investigating,
It's those creatures in the sky
investigating
with little
UFOs.
flying saucers.
What's that now?
It's
Investigating
those,
UFOs.
yes.
With that. You know, I would. We actually did a show last night talking about Dogman, and after being on that and listening, I'm like, I kind of actually want to go out now. So, I mean, I would, just because the curiosity is there for anything and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do believe that there are things out there, and being in the Midwest, yeah, I live in the city, which I'm spoiled by convenience. That's why I live in the city, because I like the convenience of everything. But give me a night out in the country where I can actually see the stars and everything. Like, I gladly would take that. Um, so yeah, going out and sitting and watching the sky to see what I could find. Absolutely, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Mm.
Have I?
So what,
No, but I would.
what happens if you find that more exciting than paranormal investigating? What would you do then?
Um, I I don't know. Okay, so anybody that you talk to that knows me will tell you I'm obsessed with the paranormal. Obsessed. Like, pretty much every TV show, YouTuber show, anything that's been on, like, I'm on it. I've seen it, everything. Um, because I am so fascinated by how we can walk next to other dimensions, without even realizing it. And evidently, every once in a while we cross over. So the love that I have for the paranormal, I don't think anything will ever top that. I really honestly don't. Um, Maybe give me a year to do some other cryptids and UFO searching, and we'll circle back and do it. But um, at this point, like, I, the paranormal is my thing.
Oh, look who's back.
Yeah, I'm out in my car. So
Yay.
Yeah, because that hotel room is pretty bad.
I don't know.
it's
Tim might not be
terrible.
able to sleep tonight. Tim,
He'll
you gonna be
Yeah.
sleep.
able to sleep tonight?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Okay. Well, because I think all of it fits. I mean, all of it fits in the bubble. It's just different. It's
Yeah,
like different little, areas in it. But I think all of it fits into one big bubble.
It does.
No matter what
Mhm.
what we're doing. If you choose to hunt Bigfoot, I mean, or you choose to do cryptid, ufology,
hmm
archaeology, well, not archaeology. I don't think archaeology is paranormal, but it
No.
sounds good. It sounded good. but,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, man, I think we're gonna be all right as a society, as a
Mm.
community. I think that even though we're not welcomed by many in the community, in the scientific community, but I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's
Until
gonna be
somebody sees something that goes bump in the night and they go, help!
yeah. I mean, it's gonna take somebody. It's gonna take somebody like a Tim or a Brenda or an Irene for those guys to one day accept us. But until then, uh,
Correct.
I mean, we have to keep doing what we're doing. And not urge people. Don't let AI discourage you.
Hmm.
No.
Do not let AI discourage you. People say, well, this is every little video that you put out that has credible evidence, people's gonna rip it and they're gonna rip it apart and they're gonna analyze it and they're gonna say, well, this is AI or that's
You know,
AI.
they're still gonna
Man,
do that no matter what we do. Okay, no matter what evidence out there's always gonna be I call them haters. There's always gonna be people that say, "Oh, that's AR," or "That's funny," or "You expose that," or something. They're gonna give an excuse. Okay,
yeah.
and so I mean, you got them on one side, you got us on the other side, but you know what? With people who really question things, it keeps us real. It keeps us there. It keeps us on our toes
Mm,
and say not everything is paranormal, which I understand that, which I agree. You
Hmm.
know, there are elements out there that could say, okay, that's not paranormal. Okay, let's take a look at, let's debunk it. Let's see what it is. Let's make sure that what we saw is what we saw, and there's no air conditioning, there's no fan going on, there's no window opening, there's no cars
Hmm.
going by,
Yep.
and you know what? We can do a pretty good job with that, right? Because that keeps us real and it keeps us on our toes to make sure that we're doing this and we're showing the proper evidence that's out there. So I think we need them. We need people who who say, okay, wait a second, what is this, right? So it keeps us out there on our toes to make sure we're bringing up the proper evidence and we're not,
Hmm.
yeah, and we're not going to be screwy about it, really, you know.
Right.
And I
And
think, I think you're right, Irene. And I think it would be positive that we continue being positive, only
Mhm.
for the simple fact there are eyes always watching us.
hmm
There's
Yeah,
always the little ones,
Correct.
the future paranormal investigators. Those are the ones that are keeping eye. I mean, they might not say much now because their voice is small, but once
yeah,
Hmm.
they get up and they have a voice of their own, then
Right.
I think those are the ones that we need to make sure that they stay on that straight and narrow, not
mhm.
Right.
venture to the right, not venture to the left, but
Nope.
stay right down that line because
Hmm.
they are our future. These guys, and trust me, man, they're gonna propose things that we never even thought of.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
You know,
But then there's the opposite side of that, okay? There's the medium side of it, okay, that I'm going to talk about anyways, because I know Brenda's team has a medium on there too, on her team. And there are people who are empaths, but I'm going to tell you through medium's eyes and through my voice and through my heart, if what I see is what I see, it's what I see. Okay, I'm not there to blow sunshine up your butt, and I'm not there to prove that's there because I see what I see. If you don't believe me, that's fine too. If you do believe me, that's fine too. But I'm not gonna prove. I'm not there to prove to you what I see or what I hear, right? Because that's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to show the investigator, this is what I see, this is what I hear, these are the voices that I'm hearing, like what I hear up here. Those are all portals that I have, okay, that help me. And what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. It's up to you to credit or discredit, but I'm not gonna make you understand and see what I see, right?
hmm
That's not my responsibility.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm here to help you as an
Hmm.
investigator to show you what I see, what I hear. And if it's dangerous, don't go anywhere near there. This is the boundaries that you're supposed to stand, and don't go beyond that. That's what I'm here. I'm here to protect the investigator, to make sure they come out safe, right? So that's my job as a medium, or that's my job as also investigator, paranormal investigator,
Okay.
because I'm here for you guys, right? I'm here to help you guys, and I'm here to. And I've got a lot of responsibility on my shoulder because I don't want anything happening to you guys as an
Mhm.
investigator, right? And that's where my job comes in. And that's why I might be drained afterwards because it's exhausting to take care of everybody, right, on the team.
Mm,
Because you got it all on your shoulders to worry about and you're not there just to see, you're there to help protect the team, right? So that's what my job is. And it is a lot of work, and it is a lot of work going to a location, and it doesn't involve just putting up your REM pods or your tap balls or anything else like that. There's a lot that's involved with not just investigating, but everything else on top of it. The people that you bring in, and how many there are there to investigate, how many people are there that are mediums that are gonna have to protect the scene and protect you from whatever's in there that you don't know and you can't see, right?
right.
So it's not just going in there, it's not just like, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Guys, would you agree that is it getting harder for what we do, what we love to do, Brenda, or is it getting easier?
As far as being an investigator or going to
Far
locations,
As far as being an investigator, do you do you figure it's getting a little easier or is it getting a little harder for us? You know, the reason why I say that is, as when we go into these locations, sometimes people get discouraged for the simple fact that you first of all you spending all this money and you're not getting the
Mm,
proper evidence that you want, or you think that you need, you know.
mhm.
But is that not the reason why? Well, to me, if I own a location, I will always say, I always put a clause in, then saying that you pay, but you might not always get what you want.
right,
You might not always get the result that you want.
right,
And I see people get upset. I paid off $700 to go in this location, and I didn't get
right.
squat. But we also have to understand is it's something that you chose to do, right? You
Mhm.
chose to spend that $700, and you
Mm,
knew the probability of you catching something was 50-50. It can go either way.
mm,
Am I right?
Yep.
So and another thing, the reason why I say it's getting harder is because these locations and these people that we come to meet are getting a little frustrated. Sometimes these locations that have a lot of activity, these guys are get overburied. I mean, these guys are just getting basically they're getting sick of us coming into
Yeah.
their home, and they're not wanting to communicate.
Mhm.
So if it's if if we making it if they are making it hard for us to communicate with them, how do we offset that? What do we do to make it easier for us and easier for them to want to communicate with us? Because we got to have that connection. I mean, because if we don't have that connection, then we don't have nothing, and we'll be like Trans Allegheny, where people spending all this money to get in, and they not even getting anything.
mm.
So what do we need to do to offset that to make everybody happy?
Well, first of all, if you're a paranormal investigator, you should realize that you may not always get activity
Yep.
because
Yep.
if what is it that you say, Tim? If they came out on cue, everybody would be a ghost investigator.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like everybody would be doing it. So
Everybody be a ghost hunter. Yep.
you have to figure it out. We've been in locations where it's been quiet. We haven't gotten a lot of interaction, so to speak, and we're like, what do we need to do? What do we need to change? And
Mm,
we'll change up the way we talk. We'll we'll get a little loud and obnoxious, just to see if we can spike different things. But then when it comes to reviewing evidence, we get a Class A EVP out of the ordeal that we didn't even
Right.
know we had. Or, like we end up seeing a shadow on the wall that we didn't catch. So sometimes when you're in an investigation, even though you don't feel things are happening, like you have to wait until you review your evidence because you might have a lot there.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Tops are
you know what I
pretty
mean?
good. Like cigarettes, stogies, chocolate, candy, hard candy. They really love spirits. Really love that, and
And
they especially like chocolate.
we've, we also really try to go in and we try to actually talk to them like as a person,
Right.
Yeah,
not,
Right.
like we
not
try
if
to
you're
get their
dead, right?
story.
Like, how old are you? What happened to you? Like, who gives a shit?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Right.
we try to ask questions like, what did you do on a daily basis? Or like, what was your favorite thing to do? Or,
Right.
like those kinds of things.
Exactly.
We were at Billy Creek at the end of April and we were in the Civil War house and the lady of the house is livid. Like people run out of that house. That's how prominent she is.
Wow.
And like you'll hear her stopping, you'll hear her talking, like she's very prominent in the house. Well, our medium picked up on it and she was like, wait a minute, whoa, you have to slow down. And I said, no, let her vent. Like she wants to get stuff out, let her vent.
Right.
And so Tanya just started saying everything that she was being told. And by the end of the 20-minute venting session, the lady of the house said, thank you. You're the most respectful team we've had in here for 20 years.
Yeah.
Because we took the time. So like sometimes the approach is like that makes all the difference to get them to communicate with you.
Yeah, it's true. Because a lot of them will hightailing out of there when she.
Yeah.
That's the
I
difference
mean, I think
between you and them, right? You and
Right.
them. That's the difference between you and them, and that's
Yeah.
the part where you take the time to just listen and just let them say what they want to say, and then you
Exactly.
respond, and
Right.
with total utmost respect for them, and
Yeah.
they say, okay, now,
Yeah.
like,
hey, presentation is everything.
yeah, yeah,
Presentation,
Mhm.
because believe it or not, guys, these guys, they're watching you when you're coming into the door.
Right.
yeah,
Yep.
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So who's to say? You got to throw. In their eyes,
Mm.
they're like, "Oh, here comes another one."
Yeah,
Yeah. And like you mentioned earlier, we're in their space.
Right.
yeah,
We're invading their area.
Exactly.
Like we're the guest, not
Right.
it's not the other way around.
So
and just
it
because
would.
they lash out in the beginning doesn't mean that they're evil spirits or doesn't mean that they're bad, right? They're
Right.
just
Yeah,
doing that because they just don't like anybody coming in their realm or their space or
right,
their boundaries because they got boundaries, and just as much as what we need to have boundaries on what we do, they have boundaries what we should do, where how far that we should walk in or how far we should approach them. And so we need to realize that as investigators, because sometimes we don't know, right? And sometimes
Mm.
we're being dumb. Okay, yeah, we can be dumb as shit, right? Because w-
Yeah.
we're
Exactly.
not supposed to, like, okay, I'm
but
gonna go
check this
here
out.
and like blah blah blah, and I'm gonna walk over here and this like hold on, stop, like, no. Not until you're invited to go in that space, you shouldn't be going in there until they give you an invitation that you can walk over there. Don't go there and stop right there. And and sometimes people don't really understand that. Why?
Mm.
Why? I'm just here to investigate. Why do I need boundaries? Why it's my right that I can go in there, I can walk wherever I feel like walking. No, it ain't.
Mhm.
Right.
No, it ain't.
Right? Who's to say, guys, that I mentioned presentation. Presentation is key to every location. Now, I'm the type of guy that always think of new things. That I when I go into these locations, I want to experience new things, and I want the people that I'm coming to visit. I want them to go down memory lane. I want them to remember a certain
Mm,
part of their life that they
right.
somehow, some way forgot.
Mhm.
So, without being said, man, you walk into a location, you pop in, you turn on your phone to an era that these guys grew up in,
Yeah.
something that they forgot about, and put on that certain type of music. We don't
Yeah.
ask questions. You know what we start doing? We start dancing to the music and do the same dance that they did when they heard this music when they were growing up.
Right.
So tell me that that would not bring back memories from the people that you come to visit.
That is
It
true.
might change. It might change their whole damn outcome on what they
Exactly.
think of us,
Yeah.
now,
Yep,
or what they
Exactly.
might think of you.
Yeah.
for sure.
But the first thing that the first, because we didn't come in asking questions. We came in,
Yeah.
put the
Right.
music on, and started dancing to the music that they listened to, and danced to the same dance, the way they danced back then.
Right.
And before you know it, man, everybody's happy, everybody's reminiscing, and everybody's smiling. And then guess what? We got communication going.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
We got communication, and I think
Yeah.
and that would be an unbelievable entrance to a location that's been heavily booted for
Right.
so many years. Doing
Right.
something out of the box like that, man, that's like me going into a location, putting on some little Richard and doing a damn jitterbug.
Right.
That would be everybody would be happy on both sides of the veil.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
totally
And
agree.
respect is a good one too. Like
Exactly.
when you walk in, like knock, hi, like just show them that little bit of respect.
Right.
Goes a long ways.
And you know what? I would say, hey, you guys want to join us? Get your partner and let's do this. But hey, you can have these guys on the side of you dancing, doing the same dance that you're doing. Tell me,
Mhm.
when you guys dance, and don't that bring back memories of something? Especially to music that you guys had in high school or when you guys were in a psychop. I don't know if you guys remember psychops. It's kind of before your
Mm.
time. It's my time. I don't know about you guys. Hey, I remember those. You
I
know,
thought you were
I do too.
29.
I got an old soul.
Oh,
I'm 29, but I got an old soul.
Ah!
Mm.
If you're 29, why am I older than you?
Well, you're supposed to be older than me.
Mm.
Everybody's on the planet. I'm only 29 years old, guys. See,
Mm.
speechless. But yeah, man. Guys, I've always tell every team organization that comes on the podcast. I always tell them, man. Sometimes you got to take a foot outside of that box. Sometimes
Right.
you got to throw something at these guys they've never seen before.
mhm.
Mhm.
Right.
How you open up communication with these guys, and that's how and if you wanted to come back, and that's how they will remember you.
Right.
Hey, I remember you doing this. You're not the guy that come in and just start wham, 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 wham. No, we don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that. How would you? I wouldn't hear that. And the second thing is, you guys didn't throw no devices at me. You guys came in and started dancing and having a good time. You
Mm.
didn't ask me to touch this device. You didn't ask me to speak into this microphone. You guys didn't do none of that.
Mhm.
You guys came
Right.
in and start doing it brought back memories.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And
Right.
I think that's how it should be.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't think. They think, but they don't think, if that makes any
Mhm.
sense to you
Right.
guys.
Yeah.
You know, thinking outside the box, is key. And every now and then throw them devices away. We don't
Yeah.
always need devices to figure out if something's right next to us or not.
Right.
Right.
Hell, if it's 110 degrees outside and you got this cold vent over here, that should tell you something.
Right.
Yeah.
Your hair stands up. Tim, your mustache is down. But if it
Right.
flips up like this, hell, I mean,
Exactly.
something's going on.
Yeah.
Something is definitely going on, man. It's not really that. And I don't understand why more people don't do it more often. Just go into a location and just say what you feel, say what you think, and just enjoy the moment,
Yeah.
because the moment at the blink of an eye, it's not there. It's somewhere else,
Yeah.
Right.
and you got to be able to, you know, use your body for something because
Mhm.
it's
Mm.
just your body is a giant REM pod anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to detect every time that something's going on. You know, it's up to you if you want to accept that or not.
Mhm.
Mm.
And
You know
take
what I'm
lots
saying?
of still pictures. Take lots of still pictures because I mean, if your hair in your back goes up and it says, "Okay, I have to take a picture," and
Mm.
do it, do it, do what what's inside that little voice inside you is telling you to. I think I should take a picture here. Then I'll take a
Mm.
picture here. And you
I
know what?
mean, even if you don't have hair on your back,
Yeah.
even if
Mm.
Oh,
you don't,
Terry.
Mm.
But it's
yeah.
just yeah. Take those still photographs because there's a lot that comes out of a still photograph that you may not see and you may not feel. And
Right.
because it will come out, even though it's not gonna pop out in front of you and say, "Hey, I'm here," like yeah. But no, they don't do that. But if you take all of your still photographs, and you say, "Holy cow, yeah," like,
Mm.
"Geez,
Sure.
I
Mm,
didn't think of that." Yeah, but yeah,
yeah, guys, it's there's so much, man. There's so much that people don't that can be doing and they don't do it. I mean, and it's really not. If there's teams out there that says paranormal investigating is hard, it's only hard as you make it hard.
Mm.
yeah.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's really an easy and fun thing to do. You can
Like I
Right.
laugh,
say, keep it
you
simple,
can have a
keep it
good
simple,
time.
keep it real.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend millions of dollars on things. Use the one thing that you use every single day. When you go into a
Right.
kitchen and you smell good food, why not use that sense of smell? If you go
Yeah.
in
Right.
there and you go somewhere and you on the bathroom toilet and you sense that somebody's in the bathroom and it's your wife that's combing her hair and you don't know her there, use that sense. I mean, there's
Yeah.
Yeah.
so many things that we can use that we don't use,
Right.
and the best thing about it, guys. Guess what? Is it costing anything? Is it costing us? It's free.
No.
Right.
Yep.
That's why I
It's
like going in
free.
without. That's why I don't use equipment. I don't. I don't like it. I don't like equipment. Um, I could spend money on it, but I'd rather not. Nah, I'll leave it to you. I'll leave
Mm.
it to Terry to use equipment because, nah, nope.
I
And
was gonna
sometimes
say,
they don't like equipment. They don't like equipment either.
Right.
They'll they'll throw that equipment or they'll make it fall off the tripod or they'll do
Right.
something because they don't like it, right? And that should give you a
But
sense. Oh, oh,
but do you know why they don't like it? Because if you, once again, this goes back to presentation. If
Yeah.
you show them something they've never seen before,
Mhm.
most likely they're curious. Just because they
Right.
don't have a body doesn't mean that they're not curious. If you show them something specific and you show them how to use it, I think they would be more active with it. But if you show them the same REM pod the guy last week had, then of course it's like, man, I already know what this is about. It's nothing.
Mm,
But if you show something new and exciting, it'd be like a kid in a candy factory.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a kid on Christmas, all
right.
exciting to go use it and want to see how that thing works. I mean, I don't know.
I
Maybe
can
Mm,
just
fight with
I'm
that one, but I can tell you the opposite of that one because some cultures don't like certain things, and some
right.
era of people will not accept equipment. So you can have both sides of the argument.
Mhm.
Okay, even though how much you even show them that it lights up or whatever, they won't have anything to do with it, and they will not talk to you until you put
Right.
that equipment away and to have a proper conversation with them because they will not accept equipment at
Right.
all.
Mm,
Lately,
So
we've come into a lot of what's that device? Or what are the lights?
right.
Like the infrared lights, or like, what are the lights? And then we explain to them, like what a phone is, or, what
yeah,
the lights are for, or whatever. And it's always fun when they're like, stop recording.
hmm yeah,
Like,
Mm,
okay, not going to happen, but okay. I,
yeah,
I hear you, but I can't because this is good stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
But it,
I don't know, man. This just it's what we love to do. It's just too easy to screw it up. And there's a lot of
mm,
people in the world that do what we do, and they just totally screw it up.
correct.
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand them. Maybe because they're young and they don't know any better, or maybe they do it just because that's what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? That
yeah.
is,
They want a quick response. They want an immediate reaction when they go do something, and they don't think ahead of time to what may happen or what may be there. Because we're living in their world. We're living in a 3D world where we can see peripheral vision, we can see color, we can see depth, but we have energy that walks beside us that we can't see with our own eyes
yeah,
unless you have the medium technology or the medium abilities to see what's out there beside you. So a lot of people go into locations, they want that quick response. They think they watch so many shows on TV, they got it figured out. They know how to do everything that there is. And they don't get outside that realm. And
yeah,
that's why we like to use a lot of respect. We like to use a lot of patience. We like to ask questions. We like to know, hey, how was your day today? How, was it hot today? Was it stuff like that? That's what we try to ask because we're
yeah,
trying to get involved in their environment and their time. I mean, everybody asks, "Are you dead? Do you know you're dead?" Those type of things. But if you get away from that, like you say, and you get into just their normal day routine, did they do the wash today? Did they do whatever? Did they bake a pie? So you're trying to get into their environment of
hmm
what their existence is because that's the only way you're going to be able to communicate with them. Because if you go in there with a yes or no or being direct and you want a response, give it to me or else they're way smarter and way more intelligent than we are. And they're just going to stand there and look at you and go, nope, sorry, not today,
yeah,
because you're not giving me any respect. You're not trying to open up to me. You're just demanding an answer. And
yeah,
so I think a lot of people, a lot of times, they don't get responses because they do that. And Brenda's right. You may spend 8 hours in a place and never get a response, but how is your presentation of trying to get these energies to talk to you going to happen and be that way? So that's our method. That's why we try to do those things. And we actually get a lot of responses. We get a lot of things that happen with us because we do come forward with that attitude of, hey, what's out there? And that comes from experience. I mean, I've been doing this 14 years. So that comes with a little bit of experience when you do it over and over and you learn different ways to do it. You learn different methods to do it. So it takes time to learn that. If you're starting out this year and you go a year, you may not know any of that unless you have a seasoned person with you who can
Yeah.
help teach you that and get you into that spot. So when you talk about the new people getting out there, I suggest they get someone with them that's been investigating for a long time and try to help teach them. Hey, these are better methods than maybe what you see on television or see on a show on TV that's getting ratings. Let's actually do an actual investigation and get these entities to talk to us because they're there. But just how do you get them to respond? So that's my attitude
Exactly.
toward it, and then
Yes,
Brenda's
sir.
attitude. Everybody in our group has that same attitude. Let's try to figure out how to get these entities to talk to us and not just
Yeah.
demand an answer when we ask it. So that's how we go about it.
I'm totally
Kim, do
agreed
you
with you on that.
Kim, do you feel that there are places that can be kind of dangerous if you're a greenie? I call it greenies, okay? If you're new to it, I don't think if you're new, I don't think there are places that you should be going right off the bat and say, okay, I'm gonna go here because it's haunted, right? Like there are a lot of places I think in America too, and in my country too, that are questionable. Okay, like you pick and choose your poison, right? And
Mm,
you just don't want to take somebody who's brand new right off the press to go into some place that they don't know how they're gonna react, or they don't
correct,
know how they're gonna react to them, and how um it can be frightening. I'm gonna tell you that much. It can be frightening. It can be devastating, and it can be an after effect that they'll never forget, right? Because
correct,
there are a lot of places like that too, right?
correct.
If you find the Victorian era places like that with very old spirits, and some of them may not
Correct.
want to
Yeah,
open up to you, and some of them may not want to even like you in the beginning.
correct,
So, you know, as far as being young and or being new, I think you have to take a lot of precautions when
correct,
you're taking somebody that's new to go in a place that's for you. You already know what's there, right? You already know how to react, but they don't know, right?
correct,
They don't know how they're going to be perceived or accepted or not even accepted, or they might see something they don't like about that person and they're gonna say, well, we're gonna go after him and
correct,
we're gonna bug the hell out of him. And yeah, and they'll come up with scratches, they'll come up with a
correct,
handprint, they'll come up, being hurt mentally
correct,
or physically, even be hospitalized because of
correct,
what happened to them. And I
correct.
think that's a precaution that we know, but I don't
Mm,
think not everyone else understands that, right? That it
correct,
can't not all roses and glorification out there, and
correct,
we are taking precautions when we go anywhere, and
correct.
it's not as ha 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 ha. Well, it's not like what you see the YouTubers out, because
Mm,
a lot of them can get hurt, and a lot of them do get hurt, and then you don't hear the backstory behind that, right? Because
correct,
they get attacked, or they end up checking outside because they're injured, right?
correct.
And I
That's
Right.
think
correct. And
I
that's yeah,
I think we have we have to we have to educate the people that not
correct,
every place is good, not every place is
correct,
friendly, not every place is meant for you just starting out to go there, right?
correct. Correct. I totally agree with that. And that's why I'm talking. If you take someone, if you have people that are, pretty well seasoned or have been investigating for a long time, they can help you with all of that and help you understand. Even as long as I've been doing it, I still run across things that don't like me.
Yeah,
And they know, and they actually tell me, or they will do something to let me know they don't like me. So yes, that happens at every location because you don't know, and everybody's abilities are different, so everybody gets affected in a
yeah,
different manner. So they need to prepare for that, or you need someone to teach them that. Because if you're just four people going out who never investigated before, and you go into a location, you don't know what you're coming across. You're absolutely correct. There's possibility of getting hurt very badly by not knowing what you're doing.
yeah.
Correct.
Exactly. That's where that's where you got to pick your poison.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. Like Terry, he got injured and he wound up in the hospital, right? And he's no greenie either, and he's very informed, and he's a proper, and he was very respectful when he went in this place when we were together, and he got hurt.
Correct.
It can happen to the most experienced person, to the most
Correct.
dumbest person in the whole wide world, right?
That is correct. Yep. Yeah, you don't
And
know what's
You know,
there. You don't know what's there when you go in the door. You might have a feeling, but you don't know what might be there. So
no,
correct.
no.
I have no clue whatsoever. Guys, is it possible that these guys are doing the same thing that we're doing?
Yes.
Is that possible?
Yes.
Like, well, hell, man. I mean, to them, because to them, we're on the other side of the veil, just like
Mhm.
Yes.
they are to us. They are on the other side of the veil. So
Correct.
could it be going back and forth? Is that possible?
I believe it is. I believe it is because you mentioned earlier, would they like being called a ghost? Would they like being called a spirit? Would they care much for that? And so we are actually investigating something that's way smarter than we are. They already know we're there, as Irene said. They already know what's going on. They know most of the time they already know who you are and why you're there. And
Yeah,
what gets into the big part of it is people go there and say if you get an investigation and people have been there for a week straight, this entity already knows, got an idea what's going on, and so they're going to react to whoever comes in there, however they feel like reacting. They're on that other side of the fence. They know what's happening before we do. So it's like, do you have a dream before it happens? Does something happen to you before an investigation? How did that come about? So yes, I believe that they know how to do things and how to react. I truly believe that. I truly do.
in a way, I think we're their lab rat. I think we're a lab rat to them, you know. I
You might
it,
very well be
but
right.
but you know what? Hell, it's true because anything goes, right?
Yeah,
Anything
correct.
goes.
And
Anything
there's no
goes. The doors
rules.
are
There ain't
open.
no rules when it comes to that. Yeah, you're on their territory, so they're gonna treat you as, and they're gonna throw everything that they got at you. And you know what?
Right,
It's like, okay, it's like testing. They're like testing you,
correct.
and we're the experiments, and you were the test subject, and they are the ones who are the scientists, right?
Yes,
Yep.
completely agree with that. I completely. I never, I never thought about myself as a lab rat, but that's a very good point. So
It is,
uh,
yeah, for sure.
I'm going to pay more attention to
Yeah.
that.
You know,
Irene will keep us
hey,
straight.
I don't
Trying to
mind
figure
being a
out if I'm
lab
a
rat.
one of the white, if I'm a white mouse or not. So I want to know that for sure. I don't want. Am
Yeah,
I,
Oh,
you
they'll
kind
tell you.
of
am I
They'll
the
tell you.
rat? Am I the white mouse? I mean, what am I here? So,
They'll tell you.
you giving me.
oh,
Hey, what is that? Hey, what is that? That Gremlins that had the stripe going down the back. What was his name?
Uh, uh,
That
is it
Spike.
what was
Spike?
his name?
Spike.
Spike?
No,
Yeah.
Spike. No, that wasn't the Gremlins. No, that wasn't Spike. The one with the back, with the black
oh,
going in
I
the
don't
back. He
remember.
was a little bad.
I want to.
That, I'm
I'll
surprised they
tell you
haven't did
here.
a remake.
I'll tell you here in a second. Stripe.
Right.
Was
His
it
name was
Stripe?
Stripe.
Right.
Stripe.
Okay, yeah, Tim.
You were
That would be
close.
you.
I'm Stripe. Oh,
Hey,
oh,
Stripe.
okay. I'll go for that. I'll go for
That would be
that.
you, bro.
Yeah, Tim. This is you, dude.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah,
Oh, I can picture
right.
myself looking like that every time I go investigating now. I got it. I got it.
Yeah, that guy. He was a guys. A couple more questions, and we're gonna get you guys out of here.
All
Uh,
right.
I know you guys got better things to do than hang out with me.
Not
Uh,
not at the moment. I don't.
All right, guys. You know, it was on the tip of my tongue earlier. Sometimes we, how can I say this? We have to. A lot of people don't understand what we do. A lot of people don't. They ask a lot of questions, but they don't ask the need to know questions. You know, whether they try to figure us out, whether they try to understand us, whatever the case may be. But one thing that we all have in common is, I think this is just me personally, I think we were just, uh, yeah, that'll work. I think I think that we were just born to do this.
Okay.
Because everybody is picked out of the litter. Okay, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do that. Well, and whoever the ones that are picking people out of the litter, pick 50 million paranormal investigators. Now we all knew that this is something that we love to do, probably from the day that we were born. Only difference is we didn't know it yet. Now that we
Mm,
know it, you know what I'm saying? So how is that that these guys are able to distinct and give us the gifts of wanting to be? I mean, because everybody can be whatever. I mean, you got
mm,
Bigfoot hunters over there. You got people that are cryptid, that are just cryptids. Who
mm,
had, in other words, you got these people that are just picking people just to,
mm.
to have us out there doing things. Can you imagine the people that are doing this and what type of power that they have to organize people into certain uh, professions? To me, that is very amazing, and I would love to meet these people that do this, that have
Mm,
done this. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Tim. Tim's a paranormal investigator. I'm a paranormal investigator. But there are people out there that are not, that are into other things.
correct.
Yeah,
So how is that we are selected to do what we do? Don't you guys think that's kind of, of an amazing thing that somebody put together? I mean, I
Mm,
don't know if you guys consider that paranormal, or is it just willpower? I mean, I don't know what the case is, but I just think that is very unique.
I think we were the chosen ones. Out of all the people, there are very few people that are chosen to do this. There are very few people who are chosen to be empaths. I think they're all handpicked to do this, and we are there for a reason, and we are there for that particular. I don't know what whatever you can call it. I don't care, but I think there is a higher power that chose us to do what we do. And I'm
And
not gonna get into religion. It has nothing to do with religion. Okay, I'm gonna
uh-uh.
put that aside. But I think there is something there that have chosen us to do what we do
mm,
and to make a difference in this
But
world in a different way, right? In a
if
different
you
way.
right.
guys if you guys had the opportunity to meet someone like that, what would be the first thing that come out of your mouth? What would you ask a person whose millions of years technology wise, and can do stuff like this and genetically modify us to what we are today? Would you want to meet somebody like that? I mean,
Mm,
technically, those people are gods.
mm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Go ahead,
saying?
Tim.
So
All right.
would you
Want me to
want
go
to meet?
first? You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. Well, first of all, I invited him in and offered him a shot of whiskey because I wanted him to come to be with me there. So get to break the ice, so to speak. But Yes, I would welcome that to the point because the knowledge they would have would help me investigate and learn more about the paranormal. Absolutely. Come on in, sit down, and teach me all the knowledge you have because it's become a passion. It's literally become a passion. Brenda and her group and myself, we've become a passion with us to learn more about the paranormal and how it exists. When I first started doing this, I was really skeptical. Nothing had ever happened to me in my life. But once I got started, now it's like, what am I looking for? Now, what do I keep trying to seek? What is my goal out there in the paranormal world to try to find more of? And what is it I'm looking for? So for me, it's more. I want to envision more. I know it exists. I know it's there, and now I want to put it out to the world to prove. If someone asks me or comes to me and says, "Hey, I see this in my house," I don't want you to think I'm crazy. I want to prove to them they're seeing what they're seeing because there's a lot of people out there that don't believe. There's a lot of people out there that don't understand.
Right.
So, and I've said this before on podcasts, if there was a way to teach people paranormal, the way to teach
Yes.
them how to investigate or actually have a class or bring them in to teach them, I'd be more willing to do that because I think it would be a big benefit to the rest of the world to know that there's something out there other than what we can see or what we know.
Mhm.
So, yes, bring them on in. We'll sit down and do a couple of shots and we'll talk all night long because put your finger to my head, whatever, and give me the knowledge because I would absolutely accept it. So,
Oh, wow. Okay. I think that would be cool. Brenda, what would you do? I mean, what would be the first question you would ask these guys?
Why didn't you give me more of my gift?
Well, I'm gonna tell you now, okay? In time, you will have more.
Yeah.
It's how much you can deal with at once because this can be
Yeah.
really overwhelming to you. It can be very overwhelming to you, and sometimes you need to learn what you have now. Once you get, once you're really good and comfortable with what you know now, then gradually you'll get more.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I mean, that in itself, because I always said I really wanted to be able to expand on the abilities that I actually know I have,
Yeah.
but it's learning at slower pace, like you were just
Hmm.
talking about. Because I know if I did it, I'm just going to go like full 100, and then I'm going to be like, crap, what did I do? Like,
What?
I opened up way too much, and now what? Now, how do I shut it down?
Yeah.
So,
It's like don't bite off more you can chew at once,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So chew lightly, chew chew slowly, and sooner or later you'll see more as it gradually goes along. You'll learn more. You'll be able to see more. You'll be able to control it more, right? The thing is how you control it in your head, how you control it when you go in a situation. How much do you need to put out there? How much you need to push? Do you need to hold back? Right? That's the main thing about it is how much to put out there, how much to hold back, and how much you shouldn't be doing that, and where's their limit when you're doing something like that to protect yourself from what's out there, right? Yeah. That's what I'm
Interesting.
gonna tell you. That's what I'm telling you because you will learn that eventually, and you will learn how much to put out and how much to hold back, and how much what not to open yourself up too much because you could get hurt, and it's not easy because it might come at you like a ton of bricks, and you're gonna say, "Oh gosh, no, 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 please don't, no, no, no." And that's the
Yeah.
part where you're
And
gonna have to learn what when to put that boundaries up and when to say no. But boundaries are
we
really
know.
good. Boundaries are really good to have when you're going in a situation like that because you want to protect you from them trying to get into you because you never allow that, right? That's a no no. That's a butts. You want to open yourself up saying, okay, I see you, I understand what you like. Let's try to communicate one way or another, and that's as far as you will go. But you cannot come near me. You cannot come in my space because my space belongs to me, and I want to protect myself from them. Okay, no matter how cute they are, no matter how nice they are, you still have to protect yourself from them.
Correct.
Ooh, interesting. Wow, they're cute, huh? Hmm.
And
I've never
I
seen a
think
cute goat before.
I think people don't really realize that. Yeah, I want to open up to spirits. I want to fully envelop what's there. Yeah, you do in the beginning, but then you start. Okay, now this is why I have to be careful. This is this spirit I shouldn't, and that spirit I can, and this spirit maybe not. So
Mhm.
you have to really differentiate which one
Mm.
that you have to be very careful and which one can be, nah, that one's too naughty. Nope. This one can be dangerous and this one can be a dark entity and no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
So you have to really it's almost like having a hound dog, like what's there, right? And you have to be that hound dog. Yes and no. Okay, yeah, that one I have to be careful. That one, maybe I can talk to. This one, well, forget it.
Mm.
All
Well,
right,
hopefully that'd be
guys.
the
Well,
knowledge it would. Hopefully that'd be the knowledge I would get. That would be my knowledge I'd ask for. So
Yeah.
exactly.
And you know what?
I mean,
Everyone has that in them, the ability to do that. It's just tapping into it and bringing it out, right? Everyone has certain amount of abilities. Everyone has certain amount of of knowledge within them, and that sixth sense saying that, no, I don't think I'll do that. No, I don't think I'll go out today. That's using your abilities right there. So you do have it in you, and just bringing it out, right?
Mm.
Mhm.
right. Well, guys, this has been a very interesting show. I appreciate you guys joining. One last question before we get you guys out of here. And where would you guys like to go on your paranormal bucket list? Anywhere in the world.
Mm.
It could be outside of the world also, but it's up to you guys.
Mm.
It's you guys. Where would you guys like to go?
The big one on my list is Hellfire Caves. Yep, the
Oops.
Hellfire Caves.
Mm.
Okay.
That's my big one.
That's your big one.
Okay.
That's my big one.
That's your big one. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I want to go to
what's
Dracula's
the
castle or
okay?
Pujami Castle in Romania. I want to go anywhere in Romania.
I want to go
Me
Mm,
too.
well,
Me
we
too.
gotta
She says
what
yes. We have quite
we
an
gotta hit.
extensive list over in the UK. So
Mm.
Mm, well, if we're going to Romania, we got to hit the bar up first.
Okay.
no, 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 no,
No.
no,
Yeah. Don't
no,
listen to
no, no,
her.
no, 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 no. We'll leave him at the bar. We'll just go forget about him. He can sit at the bar all he wants, and all three of us will go.
Okay.
there
Sounds
I
you
good to
tell you
me.
what,
yeah. Yeah.
long as y'all pay for the tab, I'm good. I'm gonna. Is it
No,
an
no,
open
no,
bar?
no, 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 no,
You're
no,
on your
no.
own.
It's
You're on
not
First,
an
your own,
open bar.
Dan. You're
first
on
round
your
on
own.
first round's on me. That's it.
Well, I'm gonna have to nickel and dime that first round. I'm gonna have to take drip here, drip there. I won't take a shot. I'll take a drip. How's that sound? Guys,
Mm, it is.
thank you for joining the show. I really appreciate you guys.
Oh,
Tell
thank
the
you.
world how to get a hold of you guys if they're ever up in Iowa and they want to come visit you guys and hang out and possibly get an investigation at a pretty cool cemetery.
So we're on Facebook, Paranormal Girls and Tim. We're on
Mm.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Um, I do believe on our Facebook page there is a message button, so you can just send us a message. I
Mm.
think I have that set up. Um, Other than that, you can send us an email, paranormalgirls2024@gmail.com.
Good.
I made it before Tim was adopted.
That's okay.
So,
Mm.
but, yeah.
So,
What, Tim,
so our
they're gonna
motto
have to
is,
Tim, they're
our
gonna have to
motto is,
rearrange.
if you want to go ghost hunting with us, get in the truck because we'll take you anywhere.
Tim, they're gonna have to rearrange that email and put your name in there.
Yeah, eventually. I
You
just
know what
got
I'm
my
saying?
adoption last week, so it
You
gotta
see
take
that? You
time.
see that? Hey, you see that smile on her face? I think she did it intentionally.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I had it set up, and then Tim asked us to go on an investigation, and we've been together ever since. So I had already had the email set up at that point. So, oh,
Tim,
and an FYI, Tim and I are brother and sister. So,
Yes, we are.
Tim,
Yeah.
look look into her eyes, and it would. You look into someone's eyes, and it would tell you everything you need to know.
See, now she's
Okay.
laughing. Ha ha ha.
Everything you need to know. The,
Okay.
the eyes never lie. Trust me.
I
They,
made his adoption official the other day. I made him a poster in the whole 9
He
yards.
did. Exactly.
Tim, how much she paid for that poster?
I'm not allowed to tell.
Oh my God, he paid $0 because he didn't even know I did it.
Tim, how much did she pay for it?
I'm not allowed to tell. I'm sworn to secrecy due my adoption. So
Tim, if she paid less than a beer, then it's no good.
Don't worry.
If she,
We'll invite you to
if she
here. We'll
paid
take
more
you
than
for
a
a steak
beer,
dinner.
if she,
remember, the
then
first
don't you
round's
dare.
on me. That's all I can say. So
Yeah.
I'd rather take a good. Hey, wait, hold up. I'd rather take a good, well done steak over a pinch of beer any day.
Oh no 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 no
mm,
no. No steak can be well done. I mean, dang, you like I'll put you out to pasture if you do that.
yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
You have to have. You can't. No no no. I can't even say that word. Oh dang.
Oh my
Well, let me
gosh.
let me say it for you. Well done steak.
Well, if we're going to Dracula's castle, it's got to have a little bit of red in it. So
Yep 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 yep.
Well, if you want some red, we'll drink some sangria.
okay,
No
but not on a well done steak.
no no
Oh,
no
well,
no 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 no
the
no.
steak's gotta be. I gotta have a well done steak.
Well, you
used
know what?
to,
When Terry comes to visit me,
I'm bringing my
I'm
own
gonna
steak.
change his butt to make sure he gets the medium rare steak, and that's it. You
Okay.
you you
Yeah,
cannot.
Tim, I'm like you. Okay, I like to see it try. It ain't
I
gonna
used to
happen.
eat I used to eat well done steaks too, and then I tried less cooked, and I can do between medium rare and medium now, and
See,
it's
Guys,
actually pretty tasty.
see,
It's
you
not
get
guys,
more
dry.
hey,
flavor.
you know what? I had hope for you guys in the Midwest. Now I
Hey,
can't do it.
hold on. Our Midwest beef is corn fed, so it's the best there is.
Well, there's no reason why it can't be well done then.
No, no,
Because then it's dry. It's dry and it's gross.
yeah.
No, it's
Our
not.
our 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 our
Well done steak
our
not dry.
cows are beer fed, and they're massaged, and they're really good.
No.
And
What a
you
damn
will
a
not.
beer fed cow.
Huh?
I I would like to. I would like to meet a beer fed cow.
See, it's called
Hell,
Japanese
put me on
A1
the
Wagyu
pesting
beef. So
Mm.
yeah, it's
Oh,
it's.
Wagyu is some good stuff.
You see,
Wagyu is delicious.
and you
Hey,
can't eat that well done either, right?
No.
this whole. Hey,
No.
Now,
wait a minute. This whole
hold on.
conversation.
I'm gonna
This
go
whole
back.
thing.
I'm gonna go back with. I'm gonna go back here with the well done. If we're gonna eat wagyu, it ain't happening. So
Yeah.
I'm good.
See, see,
No.
Y'all
see,
didn't
see,
win
see.
enough. You know what? I gotta cut you off because I had hope for you guys, but now y'all ain't just went left.
No, no, no.
You
You see, it's us three against Terry, right? And
come
us three,
come
majority
to
speaking.
Iowa. We will feed you a really good, well cooked steak, not well done, and you'll like it
You'll like
Yeah,
it.
because it's
You know?
all about the seasonings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So a good, well done steak, it's all about the seasonings. Hey, I've been trying to tell. Hey, I've been trying to say that for the longest.
You know what? You know what we'll do? We'll have to get him drunk, and we'll
Marinated.
make a medium rare steak, and he'll have to eat
Oh,
it.
there we go.
Hey,
Open the barn, feed him a rare steak.
and
Okay.
and we'll
Okay.
record it to prove to you when you sober up that you did actually eat a medium rare steak.
Yeah,
only
yeah.
way I
We'll
eat a
take
medium
pictures,
rare
right? We'll
steak.
take pictures, right? Yep, yep, yep.
The only way I eat a medium rare steak if it's marinated in some Bush beer.
Well, there you go.
That sounds like a challenge.
What the Bush beer? Yeah, it is. If you buy the Bush beer and the steak, I, hell, I'll drive 30 hours to Iowa just to get it.
It's
It's gonna
really
take
only
me.
from Des Moines to Austin. I think it's like 15 hours because it's
But
10 hours. It's 10 hours to Dallas from Des Moines.
Hmm.
See,
but
for
you
him,
gotta
it'll be
realize
18 hours
it's gonna take
to visit
15. It's
me.
gonna take 20 hours just to get out of the Dallas traffic.
I was going to say it's
You
going to take
always
you
put
15 to
throwing
get out
shit amount
to
of hours on there.
Austin. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hey, Texas is not as small as people think it is. Man, it's
Texas is a
really
big
a
state.
big,
Mm.
really,
You gotta
really. Oh, hey,
fly.
there's a reason why there's no major cities in West Texas. You guys ever wondered that? Everything is out east. There's nothing west. El
Mm.
Paso, El Paso can be a state of its own if it wanted to be.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
really?
That's
so
when
far.
we fly.
yeah, for
That's
sure.
when we fly. We don't. We don't
Hey,
drive. We fly.
Yeah, for
all
sure, for
right,
sure.
guys. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys joining us.
Yeah.
And man, I really enjoyed the conversation. I hope it was up to your liking,
Mm.
Brenda and Tim.
It was great.
Uh,
Yeah,
I really, really hope that you guys like the show. You know
it
that
is.
I care about it a lot. I put a lot. We actually put a lot of time and work into our podcast.
Hmm.
Try not to ask the same questions twice to my guest. Uh, and sometimes that gets really, really hard because I see myself
Mm.
running out of questions. You know, and
And
Mm.
then
sometimes
that's
it,
when he would comes. That's when he comes to me. Have you got any questions? I go. Mm.
Yeah,
you know, it gets really
yeah,
hard. But, you know, well, there's a will, there's a way. You
Yeah.
yeah.
know, but hey, appreciate you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna make some reels later, so feel
Hmm.
free to take
Okay.
all the reels that you want, put them on your TikTok, put them on your Instagram. Uh,
Okay.
you can share them to how many you would like. Uh, you know, and just enjoy it. I hope to hear from you guys again. Feel
Sure.
free to. You got any questions or you want to talk to Irene? Feel free to reach out
Okay.
and we
Yeah.
can help you guys to the best of our knowledge. It seems like you
Yeah.
guys got everything under control, you know, except for this whole medium rare steak thing.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
And hopefully I got better internet the next time we talk, so I can get the
Well, you
whole
know what?
show in. So.
That hotel room is haunted, so it's not your fault. It's just the way it is, right? And
Oh yeah,
it. Oh shit! And he gonna
that's
sleep in the
cool.
truck tonight.
No, I won't. No, I won't.
He'll sleep in the room.
Oh yeah.
he'll if you have to depend on the truck in the room, I think I'll pick the room. You know,
No. Well,
with
and so you talk about before being prepared and all, man. So I'm a ordained minister, and I work as a demonologist, and I wear all kinds of protection. So I'll
yeah,
sleep in the room. I'm good.
you'll be okay. You'll be. You know what? What I found in that room, it's not bad as people think hotels rooms are. It's just a little bit. It's got a little bit something to it. It's like
Yeah, I felt when I went in the room, I thought this room is kind of dark. Something don't feel right when I went in the room. So
yeah, yeah.
I do have
But
some
Probably
ability.
probably because you didn't have a bottle of whiskey sitting on the table.
Who says?
That always seemed to brighten up everything.
Who says?
who
Well,
says he don't?
man, I don't know. I mean, you might have, but I
Yeah,
mean,
and next
it's nothing wrong with a
to
bottle of
the bottle of whiskey, the medium rare steak. So I'm set.
Oh, and I think there's a woman in that room too.
Okay. Want me to talk to her?
No,
Yeah,
just don't
and you
take a
might want to
shower.
cover up your bottom half of your body.
Damn.
That sounds like a scary movie. That's not.
Protect your bum.
Protect your bones.
Protect your bum.
Yeah, protect yourself there, brother. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate it, man. All you guys that are listening tonight, are you guys on the different social media platforms? Thank you guys. Man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you got any comments, those of you that can't post comments but can that can leave comments, feel free to leave them, and I will get back to you guys, man. And tomorrow I will see you guys in New York. We're headed to New York, Irene. Can you believe that? We're headed up to New York. Guys, thank you. Brenda, Tim, thank you guys.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us on your show.
And thanks for coming on. And you're great. You both are wonderful. It's been amazing. It's been fun too. Like we had our fun moments.
Yeah. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, you guys. Hey, this is Terry with NSPS TV Paranormal. I will see you guys in New York tomorrow. Peace.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.